Hello, everyone.
Chris, I
Hi,
just, hi.
how are you? Nice to have you. We're just
Good.
getting wound up here. Not
I just
really
got your
wound
message.
up.
I know. I
Because,
know.
go ahead. Did you want to say something,
I
Lisa?
just wanted to share with you. I just got your message, but I wanted to share what I could on
Okay,
that premium care kit. So,
perfect.
Chris, yeah.
That's what we're going to talk about tonight. So we're kind of going to go back to basics, but we're going to do it in a different kind of a way. So, what we're going to talk about tonight is this beautiful little bundle here called the Premium Starter Bundle. Say something, Claudia, so they can see yours also. We have both have the same thing.
Premium starter kit.
There you go. So this kit, when you get this kit, and the reason we want to talk about this, I'm sure I have 100 customers who have bought this and don't know what to do with it. So a few weeks ago, I know Rochelle did a class about this, but we're going to do it in a little different kind of a way. Here are 10 oils, and when you get this beautiful
If you have,
bundle, go ahead.
do you see it?
Yeah,
Okay. I was
you
trying to support you.
you gotta pull that out. She's got more than I have in there. I just have a few. So there's a hidden bottom to it, and I've had people throw it away. So
Yep. Me too.
yeah. So you want to make sure you get the products that are there. So you're going to have 12 oils. So what is so special about this particular bundle? It's called the Premium Starter Bundle. So this is for people starting the Young Living journey, especially. Any of us could get one of these, which it didn't used to be that way. It used to have to be a new customer to
Love
buy
it.
one of these. But the point is now we can get it. And maybe the price point scares a few people away. It's $165. But don't let that scare you away because what that means is you're getting these beautiful oils for about $11 each. So let's just go down that journey a little bit later, but let's tell you what is this all about? Because when I went to the Young Living Convention, it was just like, I don't know, a light bulb went off in my brain because someone was talking about this premium starter bundle and they said they always introduce this to their new people. And the reason is it's a way to start. So now when you look at this, don't let this scare you. And it did me. This is the way I started with Young Living. And I looked at this thing and I'm like, it sat in the corner. I did not open the box. I did not know what to do with this for the longest time. When you start, talking about starting a natural lifestyle. When you start a natural lifestyle, you need all of this. So you need to use all of these oils. So you kind of need to understand it's not complicated. It's not going to kill you. If you do a drop wrong, you are not going to die. That was my thinking in the beginning because they're powerful oils, but you need to use them all together. We want your body to be its best. We want your health to transform. So you need all of this. And so this would be your first month. This is the way you want to start out your first month. If you are going to really put it all in for your health and a natural lifestyle, this is your beginning, but it's an investment in your health. So the next month after you get this bundle, you want to think about working on yourself on the inside nutritionally. So that would be Ningxia. So there's a way that on your second month, it's called the loyalty program, you can get something else. So then you want to think about trying Ningxia. And now we're investing in your health. It might be a couple $100 for the first 3 months, but you want to think of those first 3 months. You start with this. We're going to teach you how to use this all. The second month, it's just a drink. You drink half a packet every single day, or even a whole packet if you really want to have your best health possible. And on your third month, you want to think about getting toxic chemicals out of your home cleaning wise. So there's a cleaner, Thieves Cleaner, and you can get it with a couple other things if you want, but that you want to get that cleaner. So the first month you're starting with these oils and they're going to replace so many toxic products in your health in your life. Second month you're going to work on your insides with antioxidants, the Ningxia Red drink. And the third month, you want to get rid of all those toxic cleaners and see if you don't feel a billion times better. So we're talking about investing in your health. Okay, going back to basics, starting with this bundle. Let's start out. I want to tell you about 3 different products to start with, and then I'll explain why we're going to start there. There's so many different ways we could explain this bundle. But the first thing I want to tell you about is frankincense oil. So frankincense oil can be used on your face. Frankincense oil can be used in your skin cream. This oil can be used for focus for your brain. You can put it in your diffuser when you need to really concentrate and you need to study. Frankincense oil can be used in so many beautiful ways. This is going to be such a beautiful oil for bringing you back to earth, grounding you. And this oil is just one of the best ever oils. Claudia, how do you use your frankincense? And Lisa, tell me what you guys have for
I
me.
use it for my calming. I use it across the brain. I also use it underneath my tongue. Um, it's very, very, very powerful. And it's an oil I tried not to use because the frankincense oil makes the premium starter kit investment worthwhile. Frankincense, if you put frankincense, Panaway together, those 2 oils surpass the
I'm
price.
gonna talk about that in a second.
Okay.
I got some
But yeah.
numbers.
But
Okay,
the frankincense is the top. It's in the forefront of the priceless oil. And what it does for the brain, what it does for the central nervous system, what it does for cell regeneration, it's it's known as the oil of kings.
Mhm. Lisa, anything you wanted to add?
Yeah, it just has a lot of different uses. It introduced me into the kit as to what it did do, and you kind of start reading about it. But I'm currently using the frankincense, the Spectra, just on the tongue. But I understand it does have, it goes way back in history as a very medicinal piece that you really can't not have in your medicine cabinet, or just even and I have used it in some of my oils that I make for my skin too.
Perfect.
And yeah.
Nice. So this oil sells for $45 retail or $34 wholesale. That's if you are a customer who has 100 PV. So we're talking about somebody starting out on their health journey. So they would be paying $45 if they wanted to get this by itself. So let's move on to Panaway. Panaway is one of them. This was my go-to oil when I learned about Young Living. I was asking my aunt, what do you do for your joints, your muscles? It's like we're in the same family. Whatever works for you might work for me. And she introduced me to this before I knew what essential oils are. You put it where you're on your joints or your muscles, and you are amazed at how this works. So this is a blend. Helichrysum is in here. It's a $100 oil. So it's a beautiful, it has wintergreen in here. It has a beautiful scent to it, but it works in amazing ways. So girls, how else do we use our Panaway?
For me, that is how I started using it. I got introduced through Young Living because I had sciatic issues. I was unable to move. So the friend that brought it over at 11 o'clock at night, when she opened up the bottle, just smelling that oil loosened up, because when you breathe it in, it affects the brain, the lymphatic system. This is also what controls pain. This is what controls tightness. This is what controls agony. So when you breathe it in, it felt like a whole heap of little light switches came on that loosened me up. It was my first time walking after this oil was applied to me. So Panaway is very dear to my heart. And it's also dear for my husband because my husband was overusing over-the-counter stuff from Walmart, over-the-counter stuff that destroys your liver. So Panaway helped us to do a personal cleanup with the medicine cabinet, and it broke up the chain. So when you take something like the way Mark was doing, 6 to 8 a day, you're just putting a Band-Aid over something that's a very serious issue. When you use something like Panaway makes a difference in how your body regenerates. So that oil is very precious to me.
Very good. Thank you. Lisa, did you want to add something?
I don't know if anyone remember Doan's pills. They were for your back. Doan's pills were for your back, but you read what's like Claudia was saying, you read what's in them. And basically, it's a targeted pain. Well, it's Panaway is really recommended too for like after exercise, when you do a strenuous exercise or an activity. I know I'm doing a lot of logs right now. We're doing logging. My mom and I are with the chainsaw. Yeah, you heard me right. Chainsaw, and we're cutting trees because we're the two women here and we got to do it. My dad used to do it, and well, I got so sore the other day, and I did take my Panaway out, put it on my shoulders, just like areas that I felt like my elbows, things that were, and it's very soothing. It's cooling, that and deep relief. But Panaway is really known for even after exercise.
Perfect.
Just anything that, like Claudia mentions, it's a powerful oil too.
Thanks. So think about that oil. This little baby right here is normally $53 or $40.75. So moving on to number 3 that I want to share with you is Valor. So
Okay, so what are
Valor,
you up to right now with frankincense and the Panaway? What are you up to?
I'll tell you in
Okay,
a second. Yeah, I've only got it. I've got a total. So
okay.
Valor is really, really good because I was thinking I'm not a shy person. This is really not an oil and I didn't use it. So remember, I mentioned to you, you really need all of these. These oils were made, they're called starter bundle. Use them together. So I was like, I don't need this. I'm not shy. But this is also called the chiropractor in the bottle. So let me do it right now. But I just take one of these drops and put it on my neck, and it's the chiropractor is home with you. So that's how I like it. And it's also great, I learned, if at night my husband is making too much noise and I can't sleep, put it on the big toe. So those are my ways I use Valor. It's great in the diffuser too. How about the rest of you? Anybody want to put some input here?
So when we got the kit, Mark was regularly going because I had to prove to my husband that the premium starter kit would pay for itself. I really had to prove to him we were going to save money if we switched to Young Living. So before we got my oils, the chiropractor visit for my husband was like 3 times a month. A chiropractor visit is about $50 a visit. But if they have to do any specialty work, so I told my husband, I said, we're going to use Valor. And I sprinkled it on the spine, and he was grumbling the entire time. This is ridiculous. It's not going to do nothing. And when he woke up the next morning, I woke up and I said, how are you feeling? Are you gonna go to the chiropractor today? And my husband was like, he just kept saying over and over, he goes, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So it can be used emotionally. It can be used for people that need to be calm, or for people that need to step up to the plate, or for people that need comfort. Valor can boost up your emotional stability. But what it does for the spine and the structure of your bones is absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Yeah. Anything else? Lisa, did you want to add anything there?
And well, I mean, recently we had a whole thing on Valor because I think it was one of our gift with purchase several months ago, and we talked really extensively about it. And I love what the comments that came out, but she mentioned stepping up to the plate, the courage that it gives you. It has something in it. It goes back in time too to the Roman soldiers. Those oils that are on there, it was like a little historical thing on the different oils that were in there, and they would have those. In fact, you read them, and they're all things that have been around a long time, but to give them courage in battle. Well, we're constantly in battle. It seems like every day we're in battle, but it's one of those oils. Yeah, have it around. That and grounding, right?
Perfect. So we're going to pause on the oils for a minute. And with this kit now, you get the Adobe diffuser as a gift. That diffuser is $77. And if you get the wholesale price, it's $59. So go ahead, Claudia. Do you want to show what it is? You have to say something for your picture to pop up.
So this is the Adobe. I didn't want to interrupt Chris. I wanted Chris to keep talking. I'll just be her little Price is Right girl. So just keep talking.
Thank you. So I wanted you guys to see that because I don't have my diffuser out here. But if you total up frankincense, Panaway, Valor, and the diffuser, that's only 4 out of 15 items you get with this kit. That is that's more. Where's my total? Hold on. Gotta find my total for you guys. It's amazing. Those 4 items are $178.
Yep.
$178, and this kit's only 165. So you can see the benefits of buying a bundle if you want. And even for us, sometimes if you need those 4 items, it's cheaper for you to get 15 instead of those 4.
And new people get the 10% off, which we keep forgetting to mention that. So it takes the 165, just drops it. And it's so silly if you have all these needs, that's just the cheapest way to go.
Yeah. Or
And
go ahead.
remind us too, Claudia, how to get that 10% off?
So at the checkout, because I skip it all the time and I've messed it up so many times, I have to call leadership. Share YL in capital letters for a new person will take the 10% off. And then it's either going to be, you can offer it as free shipping or you get to see the price difference because it drops it down to like 160 something with everything involved. And so it really helps people that are on a tight budget and like everything Chris does, label it out, know the person that you're going to sell it to individually. So you could say, these are your go-to, you know what I mean? Like, what's your number one? So if you do that for somebody, they won't be overwhelmed with the box because now for us here, I have trouble just picking 12 oils to take with me on a trip. But when it's a new person, 12 oils feels like an overkill.
Absolutely. But we're talking about transforming. We want to use them all together. We've got some more to talk about in this kit.
And it's in the little code section, share YL.
Yeah. We want to use them all together. So when you put all 15 of these items together, it's $477 as the retail price. So it really is a deal. But let's just go ahead, just in case you're somebody who has bought this bundle and it's sitting in the corner and you don't know how to get these oils into your life. Let's just move on quickly and share how you can use this information to help you use what you've already invested in. Lemon, I love this oil. Okay, so our health is amazing as to viruses and all kinds of yucky things. But this is a cleaning oil. So I like to think of this, it's also an internal oil, how to clean yourself up on the inside. 1 drop every day when we get out of bed. I used to squeeze lemons, but I found this cheaper and not messy. And I didn't have to worry, is there a lemon in the fridge when I woke up in the morning? So this is a beautiful thing. Very simple. Have it in your kitchen. And when you first wake up, grab a glass of water, put 1 drop in, drink it. That's what we do. And I'm sure it helps us stay healthy. You girls, what do you like your lemon for?
I like lemon for people that suffer sadness or they go through the blues or autumn is coming up. So there's people that have the winter blues, maybe the blues. Fall did not used to be one of my favorite seasons. I hate it the end of summer. So lemon oil, and I try to put my new people on a routine in the morning and in the evening. So lemon is morning routine and lemon is something beautiful in the diffuser. So I try to give them ideas, the cheap oils in the kit to use in the diffuser. That's how I use lemon.
Nice, nice. Anything else? Anybody else? Any of you, feel free. I know you guys all know these basic oils if you want to share something else.
Pretty much everything you said, the lemon and the water, it is easier to have it around than always seeking lemons. And lemons have gone up. It's another one of the things that have gone up in price. But you can also put it, I made a lemon pasta the other day. Didn't have the lemon. It was a pesto lemon pasta with chicken, and to have that drop of lemon, and I couldn't have it. It's also culinary too, if it's in the Vitality line.
Absolutely. You just remind me, I like it with dill and black pepper and cheese on fish. Like mix it in I put the lemon straight on the fish, like a little drop here or there, spread it all around, and then black pepper, tons of black peppers in the recipe, and some breadcrumbs and cheese as a topping on top. Delicious. Okay, moving on. It's good. Thieves is, I mean, we just came home. My husband had surgery for his voice, and we just came home from the hospital. I didn't know he was going to stay. I thought we were going to be home last night, but we weren't home last night. So this was in my car, but I was too lazy. The parking lot is really, really far from where he was, and they didn't even start his surgery until 5:30 last night. 10 o'clock, he got into a room, so I didn't go get it. So we came home 3:30 this afternoon. What do? Grab my thieves. It's in the diffuser. But this is an internal oil, so our normal routine is oregano and thieves and a little bit of water. He had his vocal cords done, so I was afraid, it's kind of strong. So I didn't want him to take it internally, the oregano more than the thieves. But I just put it all over his neck because it'll get in there. It'll get where he needs it, just in case something's going on in the head. Keep us healthy. Thieves. But we do thieves and oregano in water almost all the time.
I don't know if you guys are following the news too. Thieves is also important because there's things now going up just like 2020. So I don't know if you see it in your area. The hand and foot disease is something very big for us that are social, even if you're not social. Thieves in the diffuser, I feel it protects our home up to a point. We saw the power of thieves 2020. If any of you were with Young Living 2020, 2021, Young Living even knocked down the price of thieves bundles to help people out. So thieves is just something in this season. If you are in the time of the cooties, just remember your thieves because being sick is more expensive than feeling good. That's the other thing I bring out to people if they gasp over the 165. I'm like, think about how much money you lose if you're down and out. And people with the virus are out for weeks. We're not talking 2 or 3 days. We're talking for weeks and that they shouldn't be around people. So thieves with honey, thieves with people, the stuff that's coming back that I could tell you what happened with my customer in Peru, whooping cough. It made it on the news here too, but the older gentleman had whooping cough, and the wife asked me, "What can I do for his cough?" And there it is, thieves, and you just put it with honey, and you could, write down journal because this is the internal one. That's how come I can mention the honey. I can't put thieves in my mouth. Mark does, Chris does. Chris is strong. I'm like, oh, but I do have a canker thing right now. I don't know if you guys can see it, and I just put thieves right on it. It's a different size already from this morning. So thieves is just, if you grab up your testimonies, you won't forget what thieves can do for you.
Absolutely. So, and that is one everybody loves. And you get it when you're starting, and you should be using it. We're talking about wellness, staying healthy. Use them all together. Pull in if you're not going to use it internally, maybe you want it in some people like it in their coffee in the morning. Put it in the diffuser. Just use these oils every single day and see if you don't feel better that the month that you start out doing this. Digize, this is my husband's go-to when your stomach is rolling around like after fried food. This is his thing. Digize internally, 1 drop. You can also put it on in your around your belly and your belly button. Digize. It's some people like the smell. I found that recently because I always tell everybody, nope, not my favorite smell, but it works like nothing. My husband used to love to go for something else, but now when his stomach's rolling around, digize, digize, digize. Anything else?
I use it on my dogs. So it saves me a lot on vet bills because my dogs had a rough night last night and it was over with just a couple of drops, whereas the vet office visit would have been $100.
Do you put
So
it in water or how do you use it for your
I
dog?
put it on my hand. I put it on my hand and then I rub it on the dog's belly. And
Nice.
sometimes my dog, when it was really bad, she would just roll over and show me her belly and they let me put it on. So
Nice.
and you can also let them lick your hands with it.
Perfect. Thanks.
I
Peppermint.
want to see the dog Leia. I want to see that. That's cute.
I've taken videos of it. So my dog used to follow me because my dog knew whenever there was a belly issue, she knew. She would come and then she'd roll and I knew it was something. I'm like, okay, I'll get it, so they know.
Cute. Peppermint is in our car. Actually, Thieves is in our car too. If we're heading out with a bunch of people and maybe it's been more than 4 or 5 hours since the morning, I do a drop of Thieves on my tongue. But peppermint's another one when we're going to be around people. and you had garlic for lunch or something, just a drop of peppermint on your tongue is amazing. What I love to do is stick it to the roof of your mouth. And then you see, I think I'll do that right now. Actually, you just see, you just feel like you're cleansed. I mean, it's just a beautiful feeling. Just
And you don't have to have like a cup of coffee when you touch it to the roof of your mouth. It would help people that overly medicate on caffeine when they do what Chris is doing. It puts your brain juice. It gets you on without the jitters. That's how I use it as well.
I love it. I feel everything. Go ahead, Mary Lee.
I always use it for my headache. When I'm getting a headache, I put it on right away.
It's cheaper than Panaway, so it's good to know
Yeah.
alternatives. Yep.
Yeah.
I love that, Mary Lee, because that's exactly what you do,
Yeah.
when you feel, but
I'll
I
put it-
wanted to add a side point on all those things that it mentions, in your gut health and all that. And I mean, just recently, when you mentioned the thieves and the peppermint, I put the thieves cleaner on my life squirt bottle. I've added peppermint to it, and I'll tell you why. It's little tiny ant season.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it is so amazing when you see it's everywhere. I've been talking to everybody. It doesn't matter where you live, those ants. I have a friend with a brand new house and she goes, yeah, she's got the tiny ants. You spray that on there. They hate the peppermint. They don't like the thieves because of the clove and whatever. We love it because it smells great. But when you start seeing that little lineup and they're going after one little tiny crumb you left on the counter, you spray the line with it and let it sit for a minute, and it will stop their is it their theremin when they smell that little something, it stops their trail, and then you wipe it off. I get paper towel and wipe it out and throw it, and it has them go away. We have to keep after it, but keep it in your kitchen. The other thing is mice. We have mice problems here. We're in the Northwest. We got different things going on, but they will come in the garage. I sprayed the thresholds of the door, around the floor, where we've had some mice, rodent problems. And this year, I mean, I do put the sticky pads and everything else, but this year it has really changed. Just putting that peppermint around the thresholds of the door. Just a
Perfect.
side thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a brother who helps us with ants, Florida has ants too. And he says you disrupt their trail, they don't know where to go with the
Yep.
scent. So that's
Yeah, but you guys forgot another one, hot flashes. If you have a body temperature that's high, if you have a young one that is running 101, 102, sprinkle peppermint on the spine going down. So if it's you as a woman on the neck and outside, you'll feel a difference. But for, bringing it down, cooling down a body, that's what I would use on my girls. And it helps, again, not to over medicate. So it's really awesome.
Thank
No,
you.
good
No,
job.
really great ideas. And what Lisa was saying too, you're avoiding all those toxins. So
Yeah,
the
that's
way
the
if you're
thing.
using this kit, just use it. Just use it. Make sure if you have it, use it. Lavender you can use every way we've ever mentioned, plus a billion more. Just whatever you want to do, including tea, lavender. You can do lavender. Lavender is great for your skin if you want to put it in your skincare regime, or what else? Lavender for
Sleep.
sleep. Yep. And your diffuser at night for sleep. What else? What else are we gonna do with lavender?
Sinuses. Did we say sinuses?
No, we didn't, but that's
Allergies.
It definitely works for sinus. I know that. It definitely works for sinus.
And
Because-
burns. We keep it in the
There
kitchen,
you
like
go.
if you burn, or a sunburn, it'll stop the burn immediately. So we keep lavender in the kitchen because hot oil sometimes lands on you, and you could do lavender.
Perfect. So
Yeah.
so we're working our way through these.
It-
If you have friends who have bought this kit, just share this information with them so they can use their oils. Go ahead, Lisa.
And I was going to say, but lavender is kind of nature's little disinfectant, natural disinfectant in some ways too. Hands or, different things. Yeah.
Well, it's good to put on so our lavender, this is something different from the grocery store lavender. You could put it on an open cut. You could put it on a blister. You could put it, whereas the other store cheap oils, it says on the bottle, not on broken skin. Our oils don't say that.
Perfect.
Interesting. Wow.
And super, super important, another pricey oil is Raven. Raven
Yeah.
is a blend. It's for your lungs. Raven. Go ahead, Claudia. This is your oil, huh?
That is I love diffusing it. I love rubbing it on the chest. 2020, I considered it a survival oil. What it does for the bronchial tract. And also, Raven, what it does for pain management for people that gripe about their feet. You know, Chris talked about the big toe. The big toe, I'm learning more and more because I really try to avoid the big toe when I started using oils. I just was like, well, what a waste. But if you put it on the big toe, it improves the circulation through the body. So you could put it on your extremities, the big toe and the crown of your head. And the movement and the bloodstream, things get better quicker. On the sides of the neck, because Chris talked about a noisy husband at nighttime. So a lot of times if you make noise when you're asleep, it's a respiratory issue. If friends tell you, oh, little Johnny has a little rash over here, it's a respiratory issue. So Raven in the diffuser is fabuloso.
There you go. So just use these, use them all. We want to, and don't let a week go by where you haven't used every single one of these oils in one way. Citrus Fresh. I like this on my dryer balls. I mean, this is really, it's not my favorite scent. You can put it, it's beautiful in the diffuser, but what is it? It's really, I
It's the
was,
spearmint. It's
yeah.
the spearmint in it. You probably react. But it's a nice weight loss oil.
Yes, it is. You put it in your water. Yes, it is. Lisa, anything else for the Citrus
All
Fresh?
those things you're saying when we were making our our your do-it-yourself laundry soap with different things in it. I use that in there to make just that was the scent we used, and it is really fresh smelling.
And Mary
Yeah.
Lee can tell us about spearmint because spearmint is her oil.
I just love it to put it in diffuser once in a while when I know I'm going to have company. I mix it with lemon. Usually I do both of them together. Yeah.
Nice. Well, it is mixed for you in the Citrus Fresh blend. Bunch of citrus oils, beautiful. And the two last ones, we don't have to explain what to do with these. Everyone uses these once they get the kit. I think they're very easy to use. But Stress Away and Peace and Calming kind of do the same thing. They help you chill, but they're totally different oils. So depending on how you feel, they're great for the diffuser. I love Peace and Calming at night in my diffuser. It's a really beautiful, relaxing oil. Stress Away also at different times is the one to go to when you want to chill. The vacation in the bottle, you want to just make sure that your emotions are on a nice, calm plane. These would be the oils for you. And other input, go ahead, girls.
So I went through a very sad spell when I got my premium starter kit, and I fell in love with Stress Away. I put the roller bottle on it so I could roll it. Makes it easier. But I would do it when I would have high stress moments. I would use it over my veins, over my heart. I sometimes would sit in the corner and smell it. And there was a person that came up to me and she says, I see you sniffing that oil every time I walk by. But it helped me hang on. It helped me
That's
with
funny.
personal people issues. And Stress Away, it's important for you guys to know the difference between your Stress Away and Peace and Calming. It's like a $20 difference. This is a cheaper oil. So Peace and Calming, my husband fell in love with it. Peace and Calming is what he requires to go to sleep. But Stress Away, I can't think of people today that don't deal with stress. And that's a beautiful, most people respond favorably to the smell because it has the lime and the vanilla in it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You know, that's funny that the vanilla, I don't like the smell of it, and the diffuser, I don't know why.
No, that's okay. That's okay. And it's good to write down your personal feelings. Do you like the smell of Stress Away?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Okay, but that has vanilla in it too.
I
So
know, but
sometimes just use less because the vanilla is very calming. So if you don't like it in the diffuser, figure out another way because it's in the Stress Away. And so it's just, it's good for your days that you feel your blood pressure going up to bring it back down. Because sometimes you don't like something you need. Because we have someone on our team, every time she needs it, she hates the smell of it. We call her Susie Opposite. But when she hates something, we're like, bite the bullet and use it because it's your body telling you we need this.
To
So it's
balance.
just
I
about.
do use it.
Okay.
That's
Lisa, did you want to add anything else on those two?
But Christmas spirit is the best one of them all. I
It's
love it.
not in the kit.
No,
I'm
it's
back
not
to
in the
that.
one. We're just
I'm
talking
back
about
to that.
starting out. Mary Lee, you're an advanced oiler. We're just talking about starting out. Yeah.
And I have it in the soap. And I can't say enough about Stress Away and Peace and Calming. And like you said, they work differently. Unlike your husband, where I put it on I have a little clay diffuser that's just a little palette. And I put Peace and Calming lavender on there every night before I go to bed. Um, it, and it does something about that. They're titled correctly. Stress is something very different when you have had that high anxiety and you need to just really calm down. So there's Javen. But it is something that once you have it, you almost can't do without it when you need it.
Yep.
It's good to have. Another one that I have all these in my vehicle or I've taken my purse. But that's a good one. Yeah.
You're a very good example, Lisa, of you just got the things and start using them. And that's what we
Yeah.
should all do. Not
Yeah.
don't be afraid of them. You also get the two roller balls like Claudia was talking about. You get the Ningxia Red samples. You get some Thieves samples.
And
But
those roller balls can be used over and over again. I don't know if you guys know that.
yeah,
They're metal. They're metal balls.
Yes,
and-
I mean, I just take them off. They're real, and I've done videos on how to put them on a bottle. You know, because sometimes the Peace and Calming, when it's halfway, you could fill it up again with carrier oil and make the bottle last a little longer for the more expensive oils, you know? And the roller ball is just, I love roller balls.
And I wanted to mention too, when she talked about the carrier oil, order it from our V8 series. There's a big bottle and then there's a smaller bottle because you can go to Amazon and get the different ones. But our carrier oil is really good. It has I think it's a jojoba. It's different things that are in it. And just keep it on your shopping list to get it from Young Living as opposed to Amazon or whatever you want to do. But it's excellent. If you get the big one, it's 54 ounces. And yes, it's bigger. It's a little more expensive, but you will be constantly going to that instead of several different oils to make it. So it's already blended.
nice, nice. So here's a little graphic that if you want to take a screenshot of it, if you're somebody new watching this later, most of us know the basic information, but here's ways. I don't know if it's everything we talked about or some different ideas, but these are ways that can you guys all see that?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I really feel grateful for this class because we shared a lot more in-depth stuff than the list.
Oh, great. Yeah. Nice. So that's one. I have a few different graphics. There's another one here. I'm not sure if you can read the little details on it.
Can I make a quick announcement before I
Sure.
leave? Because my husband needs me. Okay, so I know a lot of us, I'm not going to take anything away from the class, but the Daily Hormone Essentials, rumor is it's going to be available Monday.
Nice.
It sold out 2 hours when it first came out. So if there's people on your group that are waiting for it, don't forget to give them a heads up.
Thank you. Well, thanks for joining us too. Here's another.
And
if you
is
wanna-
that for a loyalty order?
No, I think it's going to be for quick order, but if you want it, if it's necessary, it is life-changing for me. It's life-changing for me. So I went ahead and just bought it, but you can help new ones get it, and then that might make it more affordable for you to grab what you need.
Nice, nice. So if you're somebody new and you're like, I can't remember all of this, here is another little graphic that you could take a screenshot of just to have, like, what do I do with all these oils? And last but not least, I'm going to just share a graphic of what we've been talking about tonight. This is everything all together. And it's really more than $200 in savings, but you get the Ningxia Red, you get those roller balls, all the oils that we talked about. And for those of us who don't use all of these basic oils, so maybe we don't use lemon, but we use orange or tangerine. That's okay. We just want to make sure that these groups of oils, something for our stomach, something for our lungs, something for our immune system, they're in our weekly agenda so that we get the benefits of these beautiful products. So thanks for joining us tonight, and we want you to be with us. So hopefully if you are new and you like this information, you can grab one of our numbers and join us personally to be part of this Beautiful team. Thanks. And I'm going to say goodbye to the recording. Bye.